happened with my previous video. I don't know if it's the internet or what happened. I'm really sorry about that. So I'll actually do it again because I don't know what happened with that first video. And by the way, if you're there, leave me a comment, give me hearts, give me thumbs up so I know that you're there. I'm just sharing in my timeline as well. Okay, so let's talk again about what organic really means. Because some people have a good idea about organic, some other people don't. So please share in the comments what you know about organic, what you think about organic, and it's quite polemic because a lot of people believe that organic means that it's always better for you, is always healthier, and it's not every time what really is, right? Certification of organic varies from country to country, and in USA, for example, certified organic means that 95% of that product content is organic. The other 5% can be anything, which is weird in my view, in my personal opinion. But anyways, and another point is that a lot of people talk about money, but actually the organic industry is very profitable. In any marketing is important, and I'm not saying that because the profit is bigger in the organic, the big organic in US is much bigger than Monsanto, for example, is bad or good. Profit is profit. It's not bad or good. Depends how you're doing it, right? So specifically in being organic for essential oils is very tricky because not only organic changes and varies from country to country, but actually the labeling of essential oils specifically is very tricky and could be very misleading because there are no laws or regulations that are very rigorous or strict. So it could say organic, for example, doesn't mean that's pure because it could contain fillers that aren't organic, but it would dilute the essential oil. Pure, there's no rules about that, so it could actually be saying pure and natural and doesn't mean that will bring you therapeutic benefits. It doesn't guarantee that. I have another post in this event. The previous one, the post 10, talks about natural a little bit, how actually natural not always means that is best, but why natural essential oils that are not synthetic and lab made work much better for our health and wellness. Now, why doTERRA chose to create the CPTG standard. CPTG stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, and why that's better and beyond organic, beyond food grade, and beyond any other certification available now. And it's quite revolutionary the way that they stand for it, because again, there's no strict rules, and the doTERRA founders and owners didn't feel comfortable enough with the regulations that are already made. So they created that to bring this standard much beyond. So it includes several tasks that guarantees that the essential oils are free from pesticides and herbicides, which actually organic doesn't include, because you can still use fertilizers and herbicides and pesticides that the government authorizes and say that's organic. Which I don't know about you, but governments allow, for example, fluoride in our water, and we know nowadays that fluoride is a neurotoxin. And lots of organic pesticides would be toxic for us as well, and actually lots of organic crops have much more pesticides because they are not that effective compared to the synthetic ones. So that's another conversation, it's quite polemic. But coming back to essential oils, the tests guarantee that we don't have any of those. We don't have fillers. Every time that the essential oil contains balance, for example, contains a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, it will be written in the ingredients, so you know when it's already a little bit diluted. So it's more gentle and okay to put in your skin with no worry about sensitivity, for example. But most of the oils are just pure, just essential oil. That's it. The CPTG standard has 4 steps: testings chemically, physically, to guarantee that those essential oils are what they are saying the label that they are potent and effective, that they have the right constituent map, that they studied for years and they are compiling all this information about all these chemical compounds that those specific oils need to have to provide us those therapeutic benefits. And then we have chemical, physical testings, and then we have contamination. That's very important because then guarantees that it's free from mold, free from bacteria, any contaminants, and anything that could harm and actually counteract the benefits that we are having from the oils. And the 4th step is ongoing stability. So it's not only till they sell, but they when they are ready to sell, but actually long term in the shelves to see if the essential oils are still with maintaining all those benefits and properties. Another cool thing about the doTERRA is that many products already come now with the QR barcode, so you can check all those stats, which is pretty cool. If your product didn't come with that, you can still send an email to the doTERRA and they will provide that for you. And that's a very, very important point as well, that the doTERRA does all these tests multiple times. Several of those tests need to be done in several phases, and they do it in every single batch. It's not sometimes in a small portion, so it's every single batch. That's guaranteed that those tests are being done. So all that involves costs. And actually the CPTG standard is available for any essential oil company in the world, and it's made by third-party labs, of course, to guarantee that. And obviously the doTERRA also has their own labs and do further tests as well. And they are, what is really cool is that they are always looking for evolving and becoming even better in the testings as well. CPTG, so the doTERRA has the CPTG standard and also the philosophy of co-impact sourcing, which is this beautiful way to work and have this symbiotic relationship among all the parts. So plants, people, and products. So the plants themselves, environmental consciousness there, and sustainability, the people that work with the oils, and from farmers to distillers to everybody that works in the company, but also many social projects. So doTERRA has the Healing Hands Foundation and many beautiful social projects that you can be involved directly if you want. But actually, you know that every time that you're using any doTERRA essential oil, you are indirectly helping this foundation, and you can give donations for those projects anytime that you want as well. So what else? So environmental protection practice, sustainable farming practice, which is very important. I have notes here because I don't want to miss anything for you today in this specific subject, because it's extremely important. So another thing that CPTG stands for is to guarantee that ideal constituent in every single essential oil is that the plants are being farmed in where they thrive, where the plants thrive, so they can produce that right constituents in the right proportion as well. Because if you can have certified organic anywhere, but it doesn't mean that the plant will give you the best that it can. So it's not only usually from the indigenous place of that plant. Lavender, for example, is great in France, so lots of doTERRA lavender is from France. But then an equivalent in Bulgaria, so now lots of doTERRA lavender is being made in Bulgaria because the conditions in the environment where they are planting provides these conditions so the lavender plants can thrive. Lemon, for example, from Italy. Oregano is Turkey. Lime that I'm having in my water now from Brazil, and so on. But not always in the indigenous place, as I talk about lavender, for example, France, but also Bulgaria. But Douglas fir, for example, is originally from America, if I'm not wrong, but actually it was brought to New Zealand, and there they grow, the trees of Douglas fir, they grow 15 times faster than the indigenous place. So of course they're thriving even better in New Zealand, and they produce even better therapeutic properties there. But also it's the environmental project that's happening there as well, because actually the Douglas fir is killing the natural flora of New Zealand, and it's like a wave of that Douglas fir everywhere, which is killing the natural plants from New Zealand and consequently the animals as well, including the kiwi birds. So they are now with this partnership with New Zealand government to combat that, which is really exciting as well. And also the way that the plant is harvested to produce the essential oil, the way that the essential oil is produced as well, but the time as well that they are harvested, not the time actually that they are harvested, but the time that they wait to be harvested. Vetiver, for example, when it's very common to be used in the perfume industry, and they usually just wait 6 months to harvest it. But actually for highest therapeutic benefits, we need to wait 18 months. So doTERRA does that, but doesn't pay the farmers only when they sell. They do partnerships with the farmers, and they pay constantly, and they really help the communities. They really give back to the communities that are working with these plants all over the planet, including these several developing countries, which is really beautiful and very important for me, and I suppose it is for you as well. So I think that's it for today. I could give other examples. For example, frankincense essential oil if it's only frankincense essential oil, of course it will be organic, because there's no farms of frankincense trees. They are all wild, and so there's no point really to put that it is organic. It will always be organic if it is really pure, not only pure in the label, but truly pure essential oil. So another cool part is about essential oils that in the doTERRA they are distilled. Only the citrus are cold pressed, but actually in distillation, lots of what we would consider bad for us, or even like pesticides and herbicides, they don't go, or heavy metals, this type of contaminants, they don't go to the essential oils. So when they are truly pure and distilled, lots of nasties stay behind. So the doTERRA is very careful in the farming, but be aware that also in lots of methods would get rid of lots of nasties as well. So hopefully you learned something else today with this video, and please leave your comments below so I can help you better the next time, and to keep going this discussion about organic and health and of course essential oils. Thanks for listening to me today again, and leave your comments below, and if you think this could help other people, please share that. Alright, so Larissa from Armonēa here, and also check my page, alright, facebook.com/Armonēa Healthy Harmony. Armonēa is ARMONEA. Next week I have a very cool, it's an epic course about essential oils for healthy intimacy. I can't put in words how excited about that, so check that. And also soon I'll put the next event that I'll be doing about essential oils, emotions and meditation. That will be very cool as well. So once I have the details, I'll put in my page, so stay tuned for that. It's time to rock and fly.